I came up with those 8 number ones, talking about, from my view, what is Tai Chi. And I'm in the process. I'm slowly editing it. There's a couple things I'm looking at that maybe shouldn't be in there because it's just going to cause too much confusion. It's not necessary. And then I've had help from a couple students who did a lot of editing. So one was actually, he worked as an editor. I think it was for LA Times or something. So he went through it and he marked it up for me. And my other friend up in the mainland did a little bit of editing, caught some of the same things, the grammar things, but he has the background on the Chinese words, the pinyin. So I'm going to take his advice on which English spelling to use for that. And his feedback was valuable on looking at what I wrote on the Tai Chi concepts and things. And yeah, so that was really nice. And once I get that document in a better draft, I'll reshare it with everybody. And it's just one of these things. It's like 8 points, so you look at it and then put it away for a while, and then you can, or just put the 8 things on the wall and just kind of glance at them. Don't study them too hard. It takes a while to fully understand all of them. Like I say, hi Marin. Like I say, definitions. All definitions just are inadequate. Yeah, there's too much interpretation of what is and what shouldn't be, and all of that. Yeah. But always number one. For us, number one is breath. So number one is breathing. Inhale is first, exhale. And start with that small breath. I talk about that small breath, just moving the shoulder blades. Think deep down in the shoulder blades. And you want to imagine that feeling that if you're a bird and you just moved your wings, right, it would come from your scapula. And you want to have that little inhale and exhale. Right? Just a relaxed breathing. It still comes from deep. You still want to relax, let the legs go. You still want to expand a little bit, but not extremes. And you just want to have that little and that will help to reset everything before you take the next breath, as opposed to a big full breath. And so I'll refer to that as that extra breath, and put that extra breath in at any time. It don't matter if I put in that extra breath, you can put it in, you can leave it out. If I don't put in that extra breath, you can put it in, you can leave it out. Right? That's how I run our classes. You just take your time. You start something, you start your breath, finish it. Right? Don't interrupt it because, hey, Randy didn't do it that way, or Randy's switching. Right? Just close your eyes, ignore me, finish your breath, and we'll catch up. We'll always catch up a little later. So breath is number one. And the exhale represents letting go, relaxing. So that's Sung. Right? Sung is relaxing. So Sung is the next part, but that's number one. That's really important. The more you relax, the more you let go, the more the Qi can flow through your body. The more the Qi can flow through the body, that's how we're healing the body. That's how we're cleaning and flushing out energetically the body. That's how we're helping to move the blood through the body and the fluids. And one of the things that came up this past week is osteoporosis. So I was online trying to find a few studies. What's the medical attitude and thinking about osteoporosis. And basically, it's funny because I found an article written by a medical person, and they start off with saying osteoporosis is not reversible. But as you read the article, there's a little line in there that says sometimes osteoporosis is reversible, or osteoporosis is reversible sometimes, right? So it's not absolute. And the comment is that, you should do weight training, resistance training. But like I say, the purpose of that is to stimulate the body to produce new cells. Right? So as long as you're stimulating the body to produce new cells, right, it will happen. So running the blood, running qi and getting the blood to flow in your bone marrow is what's stimulating. Right? If you use weight training, you're adding on levels, higher levels of resistance. So you're telling your body, oh, you need more strength. But if you think about it, the strength building is your muscles, right? So if I have 5 pounds, my muscles say, oh, I need enough cells, I need big enough muscles, strong enough muscles for 5 pounds. If I do 20 pounds, it's, I gotta build up to support 20 pounds, right? But for the bones, you're just creating stress on the bones and you're trying to move blood. So to stimulate bone growth, right? It's a little bit different from muscles. It's same but different. So if you're running blood and running qi, right? If you're running qi, the blood will follow the qi and stimulate. You want to be flowing fluids. In general, we don't think of fluids flowing in our bones, but they do, right? Our bones, our bone marrow is what produces our blood. So we have to keep stimulating and telling our body, keep active and keep producing. Right? Osteoporosis is simply you're losing more bone than you're making new bone cells. So your bone density decreases. So prevention is the best, right? If when we're young, before we start losing bone or having bone loss, right? We want to stimulate and create nice, thick, dense bones. So, but I'm interested to find there are studies out there, people studying the effects of Qigong on osteoporosis. So I'm hoping to find some absolute studies with hard data that's showing yes or no and treating pre-osteoporosis, right on the edge of osteoporosis, and those with osteoporosis at different. Okay? So if you have osteoporosis, then there's a safety factor, right? You cannot do too much weight. You cannot do too many risky kind of exercises. Right? If you have extreme osteoporosis, of course you cannot do heavy weight, right? Your bone cannot support that. But you could do dynamic training, right? Tensing the muscles, do normal lifting, everyday kind of lifting. You could do maybe 1 pound or 2 pounds. You could possibly wear wrist or ankle weights. It's only 1 or 2 pounds. Right? You do whatever's safe within your range. But the Qigong you can do all day long, right? As you're practicing relaxing and thinking about it, developing the E. So the intent is a number 1, right? The Qi is a number 1. So if you can get that blood and you can relax and all day long you're practicing your Qigong, not just in class, not just in structured time, right? Then all day long you're encouraging bone growth. Okay? In addition, calcium and vitamin D. Okay? So that's the main vitamins, calcium and vitamin D, right? So vitamin D helps the body to absorb the calcium, and that's why they couple vitamin D with it. Okay? But doing the Qigong, doing the Taichi, doing the internal, right? That's definitely increasing your bone density is a benefit, is a direct benefit, right, of the internal Kung Fu. So that's just one of the things. But the safety is what's important. So it is interesting because there was a question and somebody immediately came out and said, oh, Qigong not enough, right? His exercise is not enough. You have to do weight training. I'm kind of in and out about that. I don't think that's an absolute. I think that's just the way it's been, and that's what we know for sure. So to say that it's not enough, yeah. Okay, but yeah, it's some, a little bit of resistance training. Well, yeah, yes.
Just to let you know, some of the Waipahu students from the community health worker program will be sitting.
Oh, yeah, somebody just joined us. Looks like Waipahu student. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's like the last round. Okay. So, you can imagine if you're doing safe internal kung fu, and from young, when you're more active, to older, your bones can get really dense if you keep it up. And I've had that experience where my right wrist, if you squeezed it like this compared to my left wrist, below the wrist, where the forearm is, you feel the difference. Yeah, it felt like you could snap my left side, even with all my training. And a lot of that was because the right hand, it was velocity. I was just doing such fast speed velocity movements, right? I'm whipping the blood through the bone. So you do what you can, do it safely, but definitely the internal, right? Getting the blood to move, stimulating the chi, understanding that will help. Okay. All right. So again, relaxing, we want to stretch, we want to expand. Breathing is expansion and contraction. Okay? And we're trying to study and improve our bodies. We're trying to do maintenance on our bodies. And ultimately, we're trying to connect with the Tao. We're trying to understand our place in the Tao. Right? So if we understand nature and we don't resist nature, we can go with nature. Oh, perfect. We just blend in. We'll be camouflaged. Nobody knows we're here. Okay, extend the legs. Extend the legs. Sit nice and straight, but relax. Take that small breath. Right? Feel like you're just expanding your wings like a bird. Use the ha. Right? Feel the shoulder blades expand. Just gently. Relax the legs. Let them fall. Push the knees down so you stretch the back of the knees. Okay, and then take a nice big breath. Move your shoulder blades. Open your palms. Think way up in the sky. Open the throat. Use the ha. And imagine you're grabbing, or you're collecting the sunlight. Imagine the sun up in the sky, and you're directing that sunlight down through the center of your head, through your body, through the legs, into the earth. Breathe in as you come up. Relax your wrist. Use your fingertips to help pour that sunlight through your body. And exhale as you come down, letting go. Yeah, just think way up in the sky. I like to think of the sun. And that sunlight is feeding a small little sun in your chest. That little sun in your chest is warming up your body. It's warm and cool at the same time. Just floating in the chest, just like the sun in the sky. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Slowly bring the feet back in so they're just touching the earth. And pull the chi up from the earth through the legs, through the hips, the spine, the neck. Press and arch back a little bit to open up the rib cage, and then come down, exhaling. Right, just using your imagination. You're drawing the chi up, bottom of the feet, no resistance. Press and arch back a little bit, just what's safe and comfortable, and down. One more time, breathing in. Feel the legs. Imagine the legs sinking into the earth. Imagine you staring way up into space and down. Imagine you flowing that energy inside of the bones, stimulating the bone marrow. Imagine you moving the blood through every bone of your body. The feet, through the legs, the hip, the spine, the shoulders, the arms, the fingers, the skull, the jawbones, every bone in your body, the chi and the blood are flowing. If you're not sure about the bones, just go and Google an anatomy chart, a skeletal chart, so you can have some picture, and you look for all those little bones in your body. And as you do these movements, you imagine it. You're moving the chi and the blood is following. Come up from the side, look way beyond your palms. Imagine you're staring at the mountaintop, breathing in and out. Gathering, drop the shoulders, expand, and exhale. Feel the fingertips stretching, expanding. One more time. You can imagine you either scanning the mountaintop or scanning the horizon. Scooping down. Deep breath. Compress the chi through the body like you squeezing out, wringing out the whole body. Dynamic. And slowly let it go so the blood rushes back in. And then focus in the bones. You're saturating all the bones and then squeeze all the blood and chi through every bone of your body. Just imagining. And slowly letting go. And think of your joints, the ligaments and tendons. Twisting, wrapping, wringing everything out. And slowly letting go. Bringing everything back. Take a deep breath. Let it go. And take a small breath. Just feel the shoulder blades expand. Just like a bird, just gently expanding its wings and letting it go. Yeah, remember, we want to start developing the vibrations. So as you move your palms, right, learn to shake your palms, shake your fingers, vibrate and relax. So just loose, but within the form. So relax the sung, yeah? So as we come out, right, that last movement, you could practice vibrating, just your you could either shake like this or just your fingers, just so you get that shake. And in every movement, you just add that little bit of shake. Okay? And then we want to train the mind. So once you start your palm shaking, right, once you start your palm shaking, and then you relax. And then you just think of it shaking. So when you consciously control the muscles, right, you can make big movement or small movement, but there's always a little bit of tension. So as soon as you imagine your palms shaking by themselves, you just think, oh, my palms are shaking, right? The physical movement will calm down a little, but it'll still shake. Right? So the first part is think of your palms shaking. Well, the first part is practicing shaking your palms and then think of the palms shaking. Okay. And then the second part is think of your shoulders shaking, the shoulder joints, and then all of this will let go because your mind is over here now. But you're not physically making it shake. You're just thinking of it shaking and letting it go. And then the third part is your heart. Think of your heart shaking or vibrating. Yeah? Vibrating is a better word. Think of your heart vibrating. Then your shoulders will let go. And then that vibration can flow all the way to the fingertips. And then you can imagine all three in different proportions. So heart vibrating, and notice, although the fingertips can still shake, the fingers can still shake, the palm can still shake, just not as big physical movement, right? And this all should let go. And then you can imagine, well, the heart's vibrating, let's vibrate the shoulder, and let's vibrate the palm too, just thinking of all three vibrating. Okay? And then you can decide, I want the heart to vibrate more, or I want the shoulder to vibrate more, or I want the palm to vibrate more. Right? So wherever your mind is, that becomes kind of the lead. So if you need a bigger physical movement, you think of palm. So you could, like sometimes I do have to slap, so I'm thinking slapping, but I'm thinking heart vibrating, and it softens up. Or I need a bigger slap, I need a physical slap for whatever reason. Right? I can do that for the massage. So I have to think of the palm vibrating while I'm doing a bigger movement, but I still want that heart energy. So even though I'm doing a big movement, I'm still thinking of my heart vibrating and my shoulders vibrating. Okay? If I need somewhere in between, then my shoulders are vibrating. If I just want just heart energy, then I don't need that big physical slap or even a medium physical slap, then just heart vibrating. Okay? So as we do the movements, right, get the palms and fingers vibrating during all the movements. Yeah. If nothing else, the physical movement will help to relax your body, right? Shake everything out, open up everything. Okay, one more time. Extend the legs and then slowly walk them back to find your form. Just where the toes are lifting, and then press the foot down so the whole bottom of the foot is connected to the earth, and relax. So connected, relaxed. Think of your legs a little bit heavy, sinking into the earth. The very bottom of your feet need to be relaxed so the chi can flow back and forth. And feel the hips, the hip joint starting to open a little bit. And then take a breath. As you let it go, relax the hip joints, and then slowly unwind your spine and feel it stretching up. Don't let your chin stick up. Just feel the top of your head pulling from above, the chin drops down. As your spine stretches, take a small breath and let go. To let go of that tension, and then suspend, pulling from the top, pulling from the giddy, right? Pulling from the top, the chin will come down, and let go of your shoulders. Take that small breath. Let go of all this tension. Let the arms hang. They should swing forward a little bit. Let go of your elbows so they fold a little, and expand the palms, and stretch the fingers out. Nice large palms. Take a small breath. Let the wrist and the forearm and the elbows and shoulders go. Let this go. Let it expand. Let this go. Open the throat. Use the ha to put the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Take that small breath. And then begin our warm-up. Breathing in and lifting. Feel the toes connecting, the legs falling into the earth, the head pulling from above. And think of the palms vibrating and shaking, fingertips shaking. Yeah, just imagine the palms shaking. Drop the head, open the neck, let go, and begin again. Continuous movement. Yeah, open the palms nice and big. Stretch the fingertips. Think of the palms and fingers shaking. If they're not shaking, then just physically vibrate them. Breathing in. Relax and exhale. Look straight ahead. Lift the sternum and down. Again. Shoulder blades just before the knees is enough, and down. You can feel the whole body connect. One more time. Lift the sternum. Look straight ahead, drop the head, open up the neck. This is to warm up the neck. And relax. Take a small breath. One hand up, one hand down, extending. Feel the arms extending, fingertips stretching. Breathe in and look at the fingertip first. Left or right, doesn't matter. Breathe in and turn the head. Staring at the fingertip. Exhale when you're ready. Bottom hand stretching, washing up from the elbow through the forearm. Breathe in as you turn and exhale when you come back. Let the bottom hand go. Don't hold on to that tension. Look at the second finger, second line, second finger next. Finish your breath. Wash through the forearm. Breathe in. Each time you turn a little bit more, whatever you comfortably can turn. Third time, you stare at the mountaintop. Stare way beyond the palm and fingers. Either mountaintop or scan the horizon. Come back to center. Height of the throat, center of the palm, height of the throat. Breathe in and out. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Lift the sternum. Breathe in. Just before the knees, feel the whole body filling up and down. Take that small breath. Okay, second warm up, shoulders. Fold the elbows. Think of the shoulder blades and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Only thinking of the lower inside corner of each shoulder blade up. Turn the palms and pull forward all the way down. Nice deep breathing. Fingertips still pulling. You can still think of the fingertips and palms shaking and vibrating. And then come forward. Open. Pull the shoulder blades forward. Want to manipulate just the shoulder blades. So just think of the inside lower corner of the shoulder blade all the way down. Relax, and then do one side. The other palm is still open. Let the body turn. Let the waist turn. The head turn. Pull that shoulder blade forward. And while you're turning, the hips will be moving. The feet will be moving. You want to keep the bottom of the feet flat on the floor, forcing all the joints to move. You can still think of the palms vibrating. And then come forward. Since we're doing shoulder, if you want to imagine that the shoulder is vibrating. Shoulder and palms are vibrating. Just imagine they're vibrating. This is a big stretch, but you still need to be relaxed. One more time. All the way down. Relax. Another side. Squeeze. Just take your time. And at any time you can add the spine. Right, if you want, if you want to layer the spine, right, think of the muscles on the side of the spine, think of the spine and imagine pulling the spine, and then letting go, and then pulling the spine, and letting go, and pulling the spine, and letting go, and pulling the spine, and let it go. All the way down, relax. Back to front one time, squeeze. Just imagine you moving the shoulder blades and front to back, all the way down. So almost impossible, right, to remember to keep the feet sunken, keep the toes down, relax. So you have to just keep reminding yourself, if you pick what is the primary thing you need to do, whether it's pulling and letting go, vibrating the palms, or stretching the fingers, and then everything else you just kind of come and go and remind yourself. Okay, loose circles. So same thing, imagine that the hands are lifting and letting go. Just loose. Okay, just loosen up those muscles. So first then, just relax. You're just swinging. Just swinging. Just shaking out those muscles. That's a big stretch, really big stretch. And then slow it down. And then put it back together. Right, imagining what the hands are doing. Letting the chi follow the intent, the E, letting the blood follow the chi. Breathe in and out. Let it go. Breathe in, gathering, fingertips stretching or being pulled out. Right? Elbows, shoulders down. Fingertips just about the top of the head, not too high. And slowly think of the spine. Right? Think of the palms shaking, the fingers vibrating. You can think of the shoulders vibrating too. And at any time you can think of the heart vibrating. And then when you're ready, add the spine. And then pull the spine in one direction. And let the joints go. Pull the spine in the other direction. Let the joints go. The hands can fall quickly or slowly like water. But you want the joints to let go quickly. And use the Pull the spine. Pull the spine. If you look straight ahead while the spine is turning, that means the neck has to turn too. One more time. Relax. Small breath. Hold the ball. One hand up, one hand down. Imagine the shoulder blades moving. Just the shoulder blades. Relax the wrist. Drop the elbows, drop both shoulders, and stretch the fingers like something's pulling the fingers up into the sky. Something's pulling the fingertips down into the earth. Everything's vibrating. Relax the shoulders. Let the shoulder blades drop. Take a deep breath and expand. Spine stretches and opens. Hip stretches and opens. Fingertips pulling. And exhale when you're ready. Stretch the palm. Wash through the forearm. Feel the warmth of the palm against the forearm. Breathe. Just breathe naturally. Find your shoulder blades. Let the spine stretch. Let the hips stretch. Especially the lumbar, the lower back. Relax all the joints so they can open. Take a deep breath and expand. Imagine every vertebrae expanding and everything falls back into place. Pass right in front of the heart and then breathe in. If you need to take an extra breath, just take an extra breath. Relax, let go. Breathe in. Feel the fingertips extending, stretching, or being pulled. Let the hip open up. Let every vertebrae open up. As you're opening up the spine, you're allowing the spinal cord to stretch and relax. You're helping the blood to flow inside of the spinal cord, all the nerves. Just imagine you pulling out any knots, any pinched nerves, you're giving it a chance to release. You're giving a chance for the inflammation to come down because you're opening up blockages, right? Just like a water hose that's twisted. You're giving your spines and your blood vessels, the nerves, a chance to loosen and correct itself. Just imagine the blood flowing up and down, the electricity flowing up and down from the tailbone all the way to the base of the neck. Imagine inside of your brain, inside of your skull, all the lights going off as you're activating all the neurons. Imagine all those signals flowing through every cell of your body and communicating. Imagine your whole palm lighting up. Hundreds, thousands, millions of little lights flashing. The little electrical storm going off as you're vibrating and shaking. Just your imagination. Drop the elbow right in the center. Turn the upper palm and spiral. Pull the spine towards the lower hand. Let go and pull the spine. Lift and fall by the belly button. As you release, let the shoulders go. Palms are vibrating. Breathe in, coil, and uncoil. Turn. Breathe in, let go. Breathe in, coil, pull the spine, let go. 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 Try to keep the palms right in the center of your body, even as you're turning. Close to you. The inside hand can be gently brushing against the body. And come back to center. Height of heart. Lift the sternum. Breathe in. Smile from the heart. Hold the ball. Keep on turning. Feel the palms winding up. Smile from the heart. See that little sun in your chest, warm and cool, being fed by the sun in the sky. Your heart is vibrating. That little sun is vibrating. Imagine smiling, that feeling of smiling from your chest, from the heart. You feel like you're smiling and you let the facial muscles relax. Let the jaw muscles go. Let the forehead go. The muscles around the eyes, relax them. The muscles around the nose, the cheeks, the jaws, relax them. Let them fall, let them go. Keep on smiling from the heart. Generate that heart energy, smiling. The heart vibrating gently, warmly. And that vibration is going out to the palms and the fingertips and releasing from the palms. Don't hold it in the palms. Imagine that vibration and that energy just releasing. Come back to center. A little lower, solar plex. Lift the sternum. Breathe in. Drop the shoulder blades and out. Turn the palms. Lift the sternum. Feel that compression just as you reach the knees. And slowly let it go. Let the shoulders, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers go. Relax. Take that small breath. Press both feet into the earth, then shift into one side, right? Left or right. Sink into the hip joint. Let the body turn and feel the opposite heel pick up. And then you can bring it down. Right as you touch down, let go. And then press. And then shift. And then sink into the other hip joint. Let it turn. And feel your weight shifting. And relax. You have to keep on turning. You're going to feel the heel start to pull off the ground. Then pick up the knee. Like you're picking up the knee, bring it back in. Relax, let go. Okay? So standing in the chair, you want to practice sinking. So let the body sink. Even in the chair, let the body sink. Let it fold. Okay? As it folds, your weight will shift. And a little bit more subtle in the chair. When we're standing, you really feel the heel lifting off, but it's still there. Okay, loosen up the leg a little. Right, let everything go. Take that small breath, that extra breath. Right, you want to feel the arm. Right, the whole arm is relaxed. Right, like a wing flapping. The shoulder blade lifts. The shoulder blade falls and everything falls in place. Imagine you're in water. No resistance from your side. It just floats back in. Right? You have to feel from the shoulder blade. Okay, practicing the hands, pulling the energy off the ground. So breathe in, pull the chi off the ground. The legs are just relaxing. Pull, pull, pull. Expand the palm. And guide the chi back into the earth, pressing it back down gently, just imagining. Take a small breath to reset. Back of the hands being pulled, like there's a suction on the back of the hands. Back of the hands being pressed down, no resistance. Bottom of the hands being pushed up out of the way, no resistance. Bottom of the hands being pulled back into the earth. No resistance. And try that one more time. Legs are relaxed, resting. And as you do each movement, see if you can feel a little bit change in the legs, like a little change of pressure, like the legs that get heavier, or the legs release, or just nothing, right? But listen to what's happening with the legs, really subtle. So we try that again. Bottom of legs relaxing, but listening to that pressure, listening to what's happening in the legs. Okay, so first on bottom of the hand, pulling the chi up. Totally relaxed. Just think at the bottom of the hands, but listen to the legs pressing back down. Especially the bottom of the feet. Listen to any change. Number 2, back of the hands being pulled up. Back of the hands being pulled, sucked upwards. Listen to the bottom of the feet. Back of the hands being pressed down. And third on bottom of the hands being pushed up. Bottom of the hands being pulled down. So you don't feel anything, it's okay. Right? Your sensitivity will develop as your body opens up, as the energy, as you relax, as you Gung, the energy will flow through your body. But basically what I feel is every time my hand comes up, whether I'm pulling, whether something else is pulling, whether it's being pushed, right? Every time my hand comes up, I can feel my legs sink a little. I can just immediately, they just kind of sink a little bit, right? Like something's pulling it down. So remember, the theory is it's displacement, right? So as your hands come up, they're pulling the chi from the earth. So the chi up above has to sink into the earth. So that means it's going through the legs. That's why your legs get pulled down, right? You're creating a suction under the earth. And then when your hands come down, you're pushing the chi into the earth. So you're displacing the extra chi. So your legs release. Okay? And then the other way to practice it, right? So this is legs doing nothing, just resting. The other way is you press the feet into the ground, relax the joints, but imagine your legs heavy, 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 and then you do the same things and see if you get the same reaction. Okay? You might feel it a little bit because your intent is to sink the legs so heavy, you may not feel it, right? It might be a little change, but you have this intent of pressing, sinking into the earth. The chi will still flow, but it's like flowing inside a hollow concrete tube or a hollow metal tube, right? That weighs like 1 ton, 2 tons, or whatever your imagination is. So the chi will still flow. So that means the very bottom of your feet have to be relaxed, right? If you put a plate there, then you cut off that energy, you cut off that flow going back. So the very bottom of your feet, you have to think relaxed. The very surface of your palms, relaxed. The very top of your head is relaxed and open. And underneath, by the tailbone, relaxed and open. So the chi can flow up the spine, out through the top of the head, down through the spine, out through the perineum, right? Or flow into the earth. Okay, so we always have that sensitivity training. Okay, small breath to reset. And then begin picking up one leg, left or right. You have to sink, right? We have to shift and sink. Pick up one leg, pull that leg up with the hand, bring it forward, set it down, drop your shoulders. Right here, relax, let go of the hips, and then shift. Pull the knee up. As soon as you touch down, let the hips go, relax. Finish the hands and then pull the front leg, bring it in. As soon as you touch the earth, let the hips go, let the shoulders go, and then switch. Every time you touch the earth, let the hips and shoulder joints go, right? And then do the movement. Pick up. And just breathe naturally. As soon as you touch down, let the hips and shoulders go, and then you can transfer and switch. Let go. Let go. Every time you let go, you can feel your weight shifting, right, from one side to the other. Connect the palms with the legs. Pull the chi up. No, I'm laughing because somebody was reading newspaper. Can you imagine to teach, if you're a professor, especially I think college, they cannot control, right? The kids bring laptops and phones, so you cannot say that, right? They're taking notes on laptops. You don't know what they're really looking at. And in the old days, you had to hide what you're looking at inside of your textbook, but now you just have laptops and you can have privacy screens. And it's going to be wild because they're coming out with headsets, right, that will replace those screens. So you can imagine walking into, these, especially these lower level college courses, and every student has some kind of goggle on their head, right? Because they're looking, they're watching the professor, and they're looking at their textbook, and they're drawing in the air. Yeah, pick the knee up. Imagine a string pulling the knee up. Let go, shift, let go, and then come back to center. Hold the ball. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Right when you touch down, let go. Turn one knee out. Turn the opposite way. Pull the spine and breathe in. Slide the hands. Turn the waist. Okay, so these last two, right, are targeting the pelvic joint. But the walking is also targeting the knees. If we did standing, we'd have to do one more movement for the knees. One more time, breathe in, pull the spine. Pull the spine, pull the fingertips, something pulling the spine, something pulling the fingertips out. Last time. Try to look straight ahead so the neck turns. Come back to center. One, open and close. Turn the palms, rest it gently against the body. Remember, as you come up, you want to just gently stimulate the rib cage. It's going to cut right through the center of the rib cage. So your right side, opposite from me, liver, gallbladder. Your left side, stomach and spleen, right? And just the connection. When your hands are just gently connected to your body, there's a stability, okay, that you create. So that's part of fall prevention too, right? You relax, tuck, connect everything. Don't have that loose limbs where you have no control. As soon as you connect, your body stabilizes. Right? Sink your kidneys and stabilize. Lost her. Okay, doesn't matter, left or right hand. Okay, press one foot into the earth, right? Sink into that hip joint. As soon as you feel the heel pick up that opposite leg and opposite hand. Straight up, pick the knee straight up, relax the ankle. Then push the heel out. It's right in the middle, push the knee down. And then lift, wind it up with the hand. Bring it back in, tuck the elbow, scrape against the rib cage. As soon as you touch the earth, relax. And then shift, and then the other side. Pick the knee up, arch the ankle. Push the heel out, push the knee down. Stretch the back of the leg, wind it up. The standing leg is sinking into the earth. Relax, other side. Heel, knee, now pump the foot, stretch, and then wind it up. Use the hand to help the leg. Relax and then shift. Right in the center, heart. Heel, knee, and then pump, and wind it up. When you're winding it up, you can feel your shoulder blade and your elbows dropping. Relax and then shift. Now open palm. And we add the spine. Heel, knee, pump, and pull the spine. Let the hand stretch forward and then lift. Yeah. Keep the head suspended. Oh, open hand. Pull the spine, lift. And down. Right, so really notice the difference. Closed fist, right? Not tight, but just closed fist when you're extending, as opposed to open fist. I can feel it. As soon as I open my fist, everything lets go. It doesn't just let go. My shoulders and my hands relax. My hip tends to relax too, right? So you can test that out yourself. Right? So both are they're different, right? Not one better than the other. Although I like open, but they work the body a little bit differently. So you can say if you make a fist, it's a little bit more external, right? You can have, if you wanted, you could really tighten the fist, have that dynamic tension. But when you go open, right, the idea is to surge and stretch and expand. Everything has to let go. But closing the fist, right? You can see it, right? How can you have that maximum extension from here? Because you're closing and tightening, and as you close the fist, right, you're wrapping and coiling inside. But both are good. Right? You close the fist, you're moving all the joints in your hand. right? As you're wrapping and turning. So if your exercise, like for arthritis, and even for the osteoporosis or for the ligaments and joints, if you needed a lot of movement, right, you could, instead of just making your hand flat and rolling like this, right, you could roll and wrap and get wrist movement, right, all of this kind of wrist movement, and unroll one knuckle at a time. Expand, stretch big, right, and then one knuckle at a time. Squeeze and then let go. But in between, shake it out. Right? So depending on what you want to do, go ahead and modify your movement to what you need. Right? But learn all of the movements, but modify the movement. Yes, Gail?
I have a question. When you hold your fist, do you usually put your thumb in or do you put your thumb out?
Yeah, it's almost a preference thing. My thumb tends to wrap like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thumb tends to wrap like that.
Oh, it's a funny thing you bring that up, because I swear my whole life, right, especially as I learned to punch with my thumb outside, every female, whether they're young, right, I'm talking, small kids, teenagers, young adults, middle age, older, all the females tend to have that habit. Yeah, I've come across that. It's a natural habit, and I just kind of, I gotta ask somebody why that is. I don't know what the reason is. Yeah, they tend to tuck the thumb in. Energetically, your thumb. Well, think about it, right? Babies suck the thumb, right? For pacification. So the thumb, right? Treating the thumb helps to relax you. The thumb is associated with stomach, right? Those kind of emotions. So I don't know if we do certain things. They're just natural. And then you go to class, these internal classes on mudras, and you do certain things, and they're associated with mental, emotional, and you go, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, it could be a cultural, what we do to men and women, right? Men are like, right? That's men, right? We want to hit and punch, and we want to, right, beat our chest. Our thumbs are on the outside, right? In general. But it is funny. I haven't thought about that in a long time. Yeah. When you learn to punch, right, for fighting purposes, you don't want the thumb on the inside. Yeah, and there's several reasons, but basically, yeah, learning to punch, your thumb is on the outside from there. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can have a whole class on how to hold hands, how to hold your hands, and what they do. But good question. Yeah. So I try to. So I'm talking about that, right? If you want to develop every joint, right, you have to practice. Get my hand against the green, right? Like rolling each joint at a time, yeah. And then squeeze, and then unroll each joint at a time, and stretch, really stretch and expand. So compression, and then expansion and stretch. Right? So once you learn to get that stretch, remember, imagine something else pulling and stretching, right? And then you gotta shake it out in between, and then you try it again. And then if you want, we haven't done this a long time, right? You can do one finger at a time. Yeah. Wrapping one finger at a time. Yeah. One finger at a time. Right? Yeah, we haven't done this exercise for a long time, but right, making circles, and then one finger at a time, and then fists, right, dynamic tension, and then one finger at a time, stretching, and then one finger at a time, dynamic tension, and then one finger at a time. Yeah, from there. Okay, let's finish up the warm up. I know some of you are thinking, Oh, we can distract Randy at any time. You know, I don't want to do that exercise. Let's distract Randy. You guys are so nice. All right, what were we doing? We're doing the leg. Thank you. Right, we're finishing up the hip. Right, so ankle. Okay, so even this, right, picking up one leg. Right, we want to practice pressing both feet and then shift to one side. Relax into this hip joint. That knee will come up, right, and then we can straighten out. Right, use the hand to pick up that leg. Drop the shoulder. 45 degrees. Stretch the toe up. Heel. Then pull the knee up and toe. Right, pull the knee up. Heel. Pull the knee up. Relax the shoulders. Head suspended. Palms open. Other leg is sinking, pressing into the earth. Okay, and bring it back to center. Let go. Relax. Shift. Let the body turn, sink into the hip joint. That other heel picks up. Okay. And 45. And drop the shoulders. Sink the elbows. Fingertips are stretching. Top of the head stretching. This leg, whatever that standing leg is for you, sinking, pressing into the earth. Yeah. Switch, relax, and switch. Small toe, big toe. Pick the knee up. Imagine you picking the knee up, or something else picking the knee up for you. Yeah. Right, the simplest stretch, but involving the entire body. A sung, right, opening, expanding the entire body. You want the chi to flow through the entire body. So it's subtle, but when we talk about that osteoporosis, right, if we're stretching, expanding, and the chi is flowing through the whole body, and we just think of the chi flowing in the bone marrow, right, then we're addressing bone development in the entire body just in that movement. So every movement. I don't want to jinx it, but I think I'm almost over getting sick. I don't want to jinx it. This is ending 11 weeks. Monday would make it 12 weeks. Right, so every week something happens to me, so it's like, until it's over. Like for 2 weeks, where I dry out and I'm done for 2 weeks, it's not over. I have to get, somebody told me get noni pills, by the way. You know, this long COVID thing that affects, right, it's doing something, yeah, to a respiratory. So somebody told me noni is one of the things that will help to rebuild the tissue line. So,
Andy, we have a huge noni tree in the courtyard. You're welcome to pick all those fruits.
No, I want supplements, pills. I know they have drinks.
There's tea for you. On the Hawaiian guys, they know how to do it.
I know it's probably better to get fresh noni, but just the thought of it, like, it's got to be okay because they have noni drinks. Yeah, I wish my friend.
One of our neighbors, they know the value of it.
Yeah.
Does your family know how to use it?
Not us, but yeah, I know there's supplements, so I'll figure it out. I can eat.
On Monday, and when I have to make you a tea.
Oh, you know, I'm Chinese, so I can eat certain things that the rest of the world will go, ugh! But then, you know, noni's not Chinese, so ugh! Yeah.
It's supposed to be very good for you.
It's supposed to be excellent for your skin. My old office, our friend, when she was living here, Noni was one of the big things she was doing. She was bringing them in from Hilo. There's a huge noni farm in Hilo. But she would tell me that when her feet were all beat up, it's kind of this tangent, but when her feet were really beat up, she would basically just take fresh noni that was already fermenting, stick it in a bag, and just shove her feet in there. Yeah, and it really would help to heal the skin and such. Yeah.
That's good to know. But you have to ferment it. You cannot use it fresh.
Well, after you stick your feet in it, well, you want it ripe. You want it ripe.
Right.
I would do that, right? Because it's not going in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, there are noni trees in Aina Haina too. Anyway, all right. So yeah, let's run through our set. Yeah. So extended 41. All right. Yeah, just kind of loosen up, shake everything out. So remember, everything we do, right, as we're practicing, has a purpose. It should be important. So right from the beginning, you want to find that measurement, let the feet out, slowly walk it back, right? Be comfortable on the chair, and just press the feet down, toes to heel down, relax the hips, and feel the legs extending into the earth. Right? Every time you do something, let go and relax. Let go and relax. Okay, and then unroll the spine. And even as you're unrolling the spine, try to tuck the tailbone forward. Relax. Keep on unrolling the spine. Right, as you get to the neck, don't let the chin come up. Right? Let the chin tuck down. Imagine you have to put your mind in the back. Pulling the head up. Relaxing the shoulders. Dropping the arms. As you're straightening out the chest, you might have a tendency to tighten and breathe from the chest, so you have to remind yourself to open the throat, use the ha, sink the breath down, expand the diaphragm, breathe into the lower belly, and then continue to expand. And then drop the shoulders, the elbows, open the palms and fingers, and let go. Every time you exhale, sung, letting go, relaxing, no resistance, expand and contract. The less resistance we have, the more we're breathing in, the more we're connecting to the Tao, right? The better our circulation. Connect to the sun in the sky, flowing down through the top of the head, feeling that little sun in your chest, warm and cool. And then relax all the facial muscles as you smile from the heart. Take a small breath, expand, let it go. Take a big breath, sinking, expanding in every direction, all restrictions. Let the hips go right between the heart and the belly button. Lift and connect. Feel the whole body get full. Open the palms slowly, imagining you generating that ball of energy between both palms, the center of the palms. Imagine it building, building, building from the earth, from the sun. Take a small breath and let it go, and then begin commencement. Breathing in and pulling that ball up. Waking up the chi, waking up your body. Bring it into your heart. Exhale. Roll it out. Just breathe naturally. Down. Imagine you pulling it into your body. rubbing against the rib cage, waking up all the organs in your body. Expand and contract. Breathe in and out. Single whip to the right. Think of your spine. Pull the spine to your right. Pull the fingertips up so your palms rise. Breathe in and let go. Look at the left fingertip. Drop the right hand from single whip to one saw. Cloud hands. Pull the spine 45 and let go. Looking at fingertips, pull the spine and let go. Pull the spine. Look at the second finger, second line, eye level. Pull the spine, breathe in. Pull the spine, breathe in. Third time. Look at the mountaintop. Stare way beyond the fingers, smiling from the heart. Come back to the heart. Lift the sternum. And then repeat on the left side. Pull the spine, pull the palms out, pull the fingertips up, breathe in. Look at the right fingertips, single whip. Come back. Pull the spine, 45. Look at the fingertip. Pull the spine and let go. Look at second finger, second line, eye level. Think of the palms vibrating, shoulders vibrating, heart vibrating. Look out at the mountaintop. Stare way out into the distance. Come back to the center. Heart vibrating. Brushing the knee, the right side. Pull the spine to the right. Let the body turn. Right fingertip straight up. Breathing in. Fingertip forward towards the heart. And exhale. Release. Tap the heart. Lift the sternum and palm. Pull the spine. Drop the hands. And let go. The left hand washing up through the forearm. Then the right hand washing down. Pull the spine. Turn the waist 45 and release. Turn to the left. Parry right. Palms vibrating. Parry left. Washing through the arms. Cover. Left hand comes over. Waist turns. Pull, pull, pull. Turn. Breathe in. Squeeze the fist. Turn the waist until the left fist just touches the rib cage. And then release. Right in the center. Rolling back. This is a block. It's called block. And close. And double palms pushing the mountain. Lift the sternum. Release the wrist. Open and close. Repeat the brush knee. On the left side, pull the spine. Pull the hand straight up by the ear. And then forward. Release. Tap the heart. Then heel of the palm. Lift the sternum. Drop the right hand. Keep on turning. Roll the hands like. And center. And then keep on turning. Pull the spine. This is Hu Pipa. Claim the Pipa. And then let go. Turn, turn, turn to the right. And let go. Parry. Wash through the forearms. Lift and fall. And parry. Winding up. Let go. Winding up. Keep on turning. Breathing in and starting to grab. Let go. Keep squeezing the fist. Turn until the right fist touches the rib cage. And then let go. Hands in the center, wrist over wrist. Drop the shoulders. Block. Open. Collect. Right to the below the belly button. And then release. Double palms pushing. Release. One, open and close. Heart vibrating, shoulders vibrating, palms vibrating. Okay, repeat that on the left side. Breathe in, fingertips to the heart. Release. Tap the heart and then palm. Brushing the right knee, lift. Leisurely tying the coat, turn some more. And then release. Right hand comes in. Let it come all the way in to the elbow points forward. Then open and let go. Palms. Turn to your left as you're wiping down. Release as you come to the belly button. Right palm facing up. Left middle finger on the wrist. Rise. Breathe in. Turn the waist to the left. Then let go. And turn the waist to the left as you open. Coiling and let go. Big spiral to your right. Rotate over the tailbone. Double palm. Fingertips connecting. Release. One, open and close. Fist under elbow. Turn to your left. Open. Drop the left hand. Coil. Breathe in. The hand pushes out. Turn the waist. Turn, turn, turn. Let go. Left side. Breathe in. Brush the knee. First time. Second time. Keep on turning. Right hand up. Repulse monkey. Then brush the left knee. Lift the sternum. Third time. Repulse monkey. Left hand up. Right hand down. Leisurely tying the coat. Turn. Release. Turn. Elbow sticks out. Release. Turn. Release. Fingertip connects. And turn. Release. Tuck the elbows. And turn. Extend. And release. Open and close. Do the right side. Brush knee. Okay. Right. Sorry. Reset. I'm having my dyslexia moment. Right. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Try that again. Yeah, do the right side. Brush the knee. Lift. Release. Leisurely tying the coat. Turn the waist to the right. Elbow sticks out. Face. Wipe down. Turn. Come to the belly button. Release. Just rotate the palm up. Right fingertip on the wrist. Turn to the right. Rise right under the chin. And as you release, tuck the elbow. And then turn to the right and now extend. And open. Coiling and release. Big circle. Come back to center. Fingertips still connected. Lift the sternum. Now release. Okay, turn. Fist under elbow. Start with single whip. But drop the hand. Coil the spine. Release. Bottom hand holds a fist. Elbows down. Keep on turning until elbow and fist line up. Breathe in. Push the fist forward. And open. And then lift and fold the elbow. and turn to your right. Repulse monkey, first time, fingertip, heel of palm, lift. Turn, drop the elbows, turn the palms, left hand up, repulse monkey, tap, lift. Third time, washing down the arm, tap, leisurely tying the coat, release. Elbow, left palm to the face. Turn to the right as you wipe down towards the belly button. Release as the left palm rotates up. Turn to the right as you lift close to the body. Tuck the elbows and release. And turn to the right as you extend away from the body and release. Big spiral over the tailbone. Come back to the heart. Double palms still connected. And then release. Open and close. Closing. Push your shoulder blades, release the sternum, lift the sternum, feel everything connect just before the knees, and then slowly bring everything down. Slowly letting go. Think of Gung, think of relaxing, think of smiling from the heart. Take a small breath, let everything go. Just take a few breaths, let everything go. Press your right foot into the earth. Sink into the right hip and pull the left knee up. Bring it back and down. Press. Release the right foot. Sink into the left hip. Pull the right knee up. Bring it back. As soon as you touch, release. Take a small breath. Take a big breath. Let everything go. Just expand. Get rid of all the tension. Make sure you're connecting to the sun. Face is relaxed, but smiling from the heart. Your heart is plugged in to the sun in the sky. One more time. Just move from the shoulder blades, smiling. Smiling at yourself and smiling outwards. Guiding the chi down, let everything go, and then feel the whole body get full. Third time. Slowly relax. Move your feet a little bit. Move your hips a little bit to let go. Gently keep your eyes closed, palms on your lap. Check your alignment. Legs resting on the earth. The pelvic tucked in a little. The head lightly suspended from above. Sun in the sky, feeding that sun in your chest. Relax all your face muscles and think of smiling. Any distractions, acknowledge the distraction and bring yourself back to your meditation. Okay, slowly open your eyes, rub your hands together, release your legs. You can see your fingers going in between each other. And circular, make sure they're going circular both ways. And warm up your eyes. Yeah, don't have to touch. Just imagine the heat from your palms and the center of your palms warming up your eyes. And your cornea, the retina. And brush your scalp front to back, just the pads of your fingertips. 3 times, front to back, center to outside. The same thing, but tapping all the way to the base of the neck. 3 times. Okay, then pull the ears up. And down. Tap the neck. Move the head around, up and down, side to side. Just gently tap along the spine and on the side. And then use the fingertips. Drop the elbows and shoulders and just use the fingertips to pull the muscle tissue away from the neck. Away from the vertebrae, the cervical vertebrae. And move your head around side to side and up and down. Just the fingertips massage. Yeah, feel for the muscles, feel for the jawline. Yeah, relax all the facial muscles and smile from the heart. Your fingers or hands get tense, just shake them out. Right, just shake them out and try again. Then open your mouth, open your jaw. Oh, I can hear mine crunching in there. Oh, so bad. You know, I'm supposed to wear a night guard, but during this period when I'm sick, I can't wear the night guard. It just makes me gag. Okay. Yeah, slapping, loose slapping. Kidneys, back of leg, side, front, and inside. Okay, stand just for a minute. With all the seated, but some of these principles, you really have to stand to feel, yeah? So, standing nice and straight and then letting go. Okay? And practice that letting go. That inhale, take a breath, and right? And just let the body fold. Right? Think right in the hip joint. Let the knee fold. We don't want the knee to go forward, so you have to let your body fold this way. Right? You have to let this sink this way, and that'll keep the knee back. Okay, so. Okay, and you have to take 2 breaths. Okay, that's really the secret to really letting go. That first one, right? You can feel yourself. No matter how much you unlock your joints, your muscles stop the movement, right? So you create tension. So, and then you have to let it go. So it's like a Right? So there's really 2 breaths to let everything go. Ha, ha. Ha, ha. Right? You can feel that. Ha, ha. Eventually just ha. Yes. So you start joining it, right? So to find it, it's ha, ha. Right? It's like, oh yeah, you got to take that second breath. Ha, ha. And then you start joining it, right? Ha. Just keeping the throat open. Ha, ha. Ha. So when you exhale, right, you release it, but just leave the throat open and let the body, let that air exhale all the way from there. Okay. Large breath. Small breath. Okay, right hand, your right hand, opposite from me, your right hand, your left hand. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Okay. Okay, so second half,